Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Black Over Black Times Infinity. You didn't do the thing. Blue.
It's only at,
up. It's only at the end.
no, they only have it at the end.
Oh, that is true. It's been a long time. You know, last time we did this was last year. But anyway, welcome to Black Over Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cronus, for today. Feliz Año Nuevo for all y'all that habla de español. On my left, oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
We trying to stay alive in 2025.
And on my right, your boy Blue.
Happy New Year's, I guess. Take a little sip.
Nice.
A little bit of the bubbly.
I have nothing. I'm back on keto, and it's a dry January. So yeah, that's the thing that I'm gonna do again this year.
Wait. So there's dry October, then there's dry November, and then there's dry January?
No, I do sober October, dry June, and then dry January. So yeah, I just do 3 of them.
No, you don't do the completely dry no nut November?
No. There was no nutting in November. Yeah, I mean I'm single now, so there was no nutting in November. So yeah, womp womp.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean, February is SF Beer Week popping up, so there's no way he's gonna be dry during that. It's probably wild.
No, and it's at the end of February, so I can work my liver up a little bit more.
Yeah,
than
you
normal.
got some time, and it's still it's this year. It's 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. Usually it's the direct week after, but it's like 2 weeks this time.
Yeah, it's I don't know why they moved it back, but I'm fine with that. So as long as they have the younger and they have all the events, I'm good. Honestly, sometimes like having the Super Bowl at the same time can kind of be a lot. Like when they had SF Beer Week during the Niner Super Bowl, that was kind of crazy. So
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet there's all kinds of craziness, and who knows? Next year it could be the same because the Super Bowl will be in the Bay Area next year, so it's gonna be crazy.
Well, I think they're purposely. Go ahead.
Crazy. I was gonna say it could be super crazy, like beyond like people gonna drink themselves to death, kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was hard to get around the city because even though the Super Bowl isn't technically in San Francisco, it's in fucking Santa Clara. They still do all the events in San Francisco. So yeah, there's like a bunch of like increased security and just like insanity. So yeah, I'll prefer that not to happen again.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna go down and be crazier. So.
We lost Blue.
I know he's like dipped out. I'm sure he'll be back.
All right, you got some RPs?
Yeah, so there's some. These are some that I collected because there's more. I couldn't get to everything, but I'm gonna do some of them that I've missed over the week because I've been here on the cast in several weeks actually. So I'm back in 2025, just trying to stay alive. First up, we'll start with Jill Jacobson pouring out some Mickeys for our dearly departed. She was a actress most notably known for playing a recurring role as Erin Jones on Falcon Crest and Lori Wilson on The New Gidget at the same time. Jacobson also appeared on 22 episodes of Falcon Quest and 8 episodes of The New Gidget. Effectively, she also appeared in Star Trek Next Generation and in Deep Space Nine as 2 different characters, but she's on both series. She even did TV series such as Freddy's Nightmare and the World of the World series back in the late 80s, early 90s. She mostly did TV work, but she did some movies such as Ron Howard's Splash. She died at the age of 70. She had been suffering from esophageal cancer for a couple of years now. So RIP to her. Next, we had Ricky Henderson. Rick Anderson, if you didn't know, he was a Major League Baseball player and a trailblazer. He played 25 seasons in the league. He played for 9 teams during those 25 seasons. His original team was the Oakland Athletics because he is from the Bay Area. He went to school in Oakland. He went to high school in Oakland, and I believe he went to college in Oakland too. He's widely regarded as the baseball's greatest leadoff hitter, base runner. Sorry, he's also the 10-time American League All-Star ranked among the sport's top 10 or top 100 all-time home run hitters. He holds the Major League Baseball records for career stolen bases, runs, and unintentional walks, and leadoff home runs. At the time of his major league game, or his last major league game back in 2003, is when he retired or he left the game. He was the series or the MLB's all-time leader in walks. Henderson holds the single season record for stolen bases, which is 130 bases in 1 year. And then he did that 3 times. He's the only player in American League history to steal 100 bases in a season.
Damn.
And do it 3 times. He has been nicknamed the Man of Steel, spelled Steal.
Yeah.
He even coached the New York Mets as a special instructor for a year, and then he was elevated to first base coach the next year. Ricky was known to refer to himself in the third person. We could literally dedicate a whole podcast to him because there's a ton of stats and a ton of antics off the field and whatnot. But I will say that he's one of Stitch's favorite baseball players of all time. I've actually went to a game where Stitch pointed him out just from seeing the back of his head because he never turned back to where we were. We were sitting 10 rows behind him, and Stitch somehow knew it was him. And they pointed him out. The announcer pointed him out, and he waved to the crowd, which is super crazy. I've actually seen him at the Oakland games a few times. The field that the A's play on is named after him. He died 5 days before his 66th birthday after he was sick with pneumonia for a week or maybe longer. So no.
Yeah.
But he was sick with pneumonia and passed away.
He was one of my favorite players too back when I was super into baseball. I used to play baseball, and I led the league in stolen bases. So when I played baseball, it was little league shit, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy stuff.
Yeah. This is back when basically the A's. This is back when the A's were basically an all-star team. So it totally wasn't even fair.
Yeah, at one point, because then they now they're going to Sacramento for 2 years, and then they're going to Vegas.
Yep, because of their shitty owner.
Yeah, it's very, very strange to me. All right, moving on. Next up, we have Jimmy Carter, or former President Jimmy Carter, who was senator from Georgia. On his second day in office, he pardoned all Vietnam War draft evaders, which makes me think that he pardoned Donald Trump, because Donald Trump was a draft dodger. He created a national energy policy that included conservation, private control, and...
You said what? You said he pardoned who? Donald Trump?
He pardoned all Vietnam War draft evaders.
Oh, okay.
And he said Donald Trump might have been a part of that, but
and I think because I believe that Donald Trump was a draft dodger, so he might have pardoned him.
Yeah, no, I mean he had a medical exemption for bone spurs in his feet or some shit. There's some ridiculous reason.
Sure. So Carter, he also successfully pursued the Camp David Accords, the Panama Canal treaties, and the second round of strategic arms limitation talks, or SALT. He also confronted stagflation, which is a type of inflation. You can look it up. I'm not going to explain it right now. His administration also established the U.S. Department of Energy and the Department of Education, which may go away sometime this year. So be on the lookout.
Which would be really fucking stupid.
But, yeah. The end of his presidency was marked by the Iran hostage crisis and an energy crisis due to the Iranian Revolution, the 3 Mile Island accident, the establishment of diplomatic relations with China, the Nicaraguan Revolution, and the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. In response to the invasion, Carter escalated the Cold War by imposing a grain embargo against the Soviet Union, enunciating the Carter Doctrine, and leading the multinational boycott of the 1980 Summer Olympics in Moscow. Carter tried to be reelected in 1980, but he lost by a landslide to the Republican ticket, which had Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush. Carter served in the U.S. Navy in the late 40s. I believe he saw some World War II action. His family owned a peanut business, and for a short while, his wife and sons lived in public housing. Remember that was a big thing back in the day. They label him a man of the people because he lived in public housing for some reason. He was.
I mean, isn't a White House considered public housing?
I mean, yeah, it is.
I mean, sure, why not? He was for the end of segregation, but usually did not speak up about it to avoid making enemies within his party and his opposing party. He's won 3 Grammys, but he's been nominated 10 times, as well as winning the Nobel Peace Prize. He died at his home on December 29th. The White House has said they will hold a day of mourning on January 9th. He is the longest lived president to live to be 100 years old. He was exactly 1 century years old.
God damn.
Yeah, President Jimmy Carter, he had an illustrious civilian life after he was president. He probably did the most for people after his presidency than any other president, I'm pretty sure. He did like, was it Habitat for Humanity and a whole bunch of different organizations.
I forgot to mention that. So both Ricky Henderson and Jimmy Carter could literally have they probably already do have podcasts of their own, and obviously there's books written about Jimmy Carter, several of them. But I didn't want to go too deep because that would have took up the whole time. But yes, I did. I purposely cut out his humanitarian work, which he did for literally decades. But he was like him and his wife. It wasn't just this whole thing. His wife was basically his like political and business partner because she did bookkeeping for the peanut business. But the two of them also spearheaded their humanitarian efforts across the world. So
yeah,
I don't want to go too deep in it, but yeah.
Just one last thing about him, because I think it needs to be said. He's probably like the last president that didn't significantly increase his wealth after he was president. Like pretty much every single president after him they're like a different sort of like superstar level, and they have all these millions of dollars, but he wasn't like that. He was kind of just like a really down to earth guy. So I think that was very admirable of him. And yeah, he did a lot for people after the fact. I mean, being a civilian and still getting stuff done. So
I will say about his fortune he inherited from his father, but his father had debts and he had to pay that off. And then he had to basically restart their business. They literally almost went bankrupt. So he had to get loans to restart the business because there was a point in Georgia where there was a drought and they couldn't do peanuts. So he had to go to school. Because he went to school for engineering, but he didn't know shit about agriculture. So he had to go to school, and his wife had to do accounting. So they had to learn together to keep the business afloat. Their first year of running the business, they barely broke even. So he didn't gain wealth until like just before he became a senator. Like he had to rebuild his family's name, basically, from like scratch while living on public housing. So, and at the time, I believe they had 3 sons. I don't know if he has 2 or 3. I believe he has 3 sons. So,
something I saw that I think is interesting was that since he is a former president, I guess it's like U.S. tradition to fly the flag half-mast for 30 days, which means that during Trump's inauguration, that the flags are going to be at half-mast. But what's also interesting, someone also pointed out that he passed away at a time where Biden would be the president that would like oversee his funeral arrangement and not Trump. So that's kind of another, I guess, Jimmy Carter middle finger to Trump. I guess.
I heard Trump was going to go to his. I heard Trump was going to go to his services. I'm like, why, bro? Like, like why? Nobody. I don't think he'd be welcome.
He was a horrible president, right?
Hold on. If he got pardoned, then yeah, why wouldn't he? He'd pay his respects. He's like, oh, you stopped me from going to jail, paying a hefty fine.
He wasn't pardoned for draft dodging.
Yeah, he did some weird like medical bullshit. Yeah, but still, I'm pretty sure he would pay his respects. At least he should as a sitting president. But we'll see. We will literally see in a week what happens.
So I actually just threw a name on this list. I picked Catwoman on here. And it's not the Catwoman you think it is. It's not DC's Catwoman. Yeah. This is Jocelyn Wildenstein. She's if you look her up, she's the lady who had like plastic surgery to make herself look like a cat. And unfortunately she passed away at the age of 84, that's a pretty long life lived.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
up
especially with all the plastic surgery he had, but
there.
I
Yeah.
just threw that on there.
So I saw her recently. Apparently, she saw a new surgeon that like literally fixed her face. He fixed like 80% of her face, where she looked almost normal. I was like
It was-
super shocked.
What's crazy is that Little Kim looks like her.
Yep,
Like,
it's going full Thundercat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If you
terrible.
look at Little Kim right now, she looks just like her. Except,
What
I
do you
guess-
mean right now? She's been looking like her for like 2-3 years, maybe 5 years.
well, I was gonna say a little bit darker, but no, I think she's about the same shade too now.
Oh my god.
Kim
Here
lost
we go.
some pigmentation, and I think her eyes are blue now too. I think she got that laser surgery that turns your eyes blue, which is weird. Wait, did she get that
Yeah.
done? Let's see.
I have no idea, but that's doing too much. Doing too much.
Yeah. Especially when like you look at Little Kim from like back in the day, it's like the amount of likely body dysmorphia that she has it's amazing because she was beautiful back in the day, you know,
Mm-hmm.
back in the 90s.
Yeah, but now she looks like a completely different person now.
Yeah.
She doesn't even look like what she was. And she literally does look like the Catwoman. She's like Catwoman Part 2. It's like when Michelle Pfeiffer, well, I'm not going to do that. But I will say it's like a different Catwoman that had like a weird AI.
Yeah.
AI filter.
Yeah, man. That's wild stuff. Wild stuff.
All right, gentlemen. Where are we going first? Should we do a recap of
I was
2024?
gonna say- yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, we this is the first day of 2025, and like, there's a lot of stuff that went down in 2024. What do y'all? I think we should do a little recap, both worldwide. Oh, I'd say mostly the U.S. and worldwide, and maybe some personal stuff, if you wish to share. But
Sure. Yeah. Last year, actually, a lot of stuff happened. Like, if you kind of go back through and like look at it, like a lot of stuff happened. Like even in January, I mean, that was when we had the first that first Boeing plane that like the doors blew off. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah.
That was like January 8th.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no,
that's
the
the
5th,
one where
yeah.
it fell into that people's yard. Like it could have killed someone. Like luckily no one was there, but it literally just fell into their yard. I think it hit their car or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. And we had like one of the biggest storms that big winter storm that caused $2.7 billion worth of damage in in the northern United States. Oh, sorry, the northern United States, which is like a lot. So it wasn't even a hurricane. It was just storms.
That's wild stuff.
Damn, I'm trying to remember what happened. It was almost like it was a year ago. I know there was like crazy beams that came out last year, but we'll say that for the awards.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The awards are gonna be next year.
Oh,
So the Golden Eggplant Awards usually cover the memes. What were the memes of last year? Let's check it out.
there's
are some good ones.
I wanted to focus mainly this year, but you can if you want. But I will say, kind of a recap off the top of my head. We saw our first, well, not our first. We saw I will say our first brown-skinned female vice president that ran for president that had decent amount of traction towards the beginning. And we also saw Donald Trump get reelected. We saw Diddy go to jail for some of the most outlandish shit that I didn't even see coming. We had probably the most
Stuff about Bay Oil.
yeah, we've had the most epic I guess beef in hip hop in a long time, with starting with Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, and turning into just Drake and Kendrick, would spawn all kinds of memes, would spawn like really good hip hop that was playing, streaming, video, like video, I want to say parodies like everywhere that still go on to this day, even today. Just some wild kind of stuff. And then we saw Kendrick like pretty much win, and then we had the pop out concert, which I did not expect. I watched that shit on fucking what did I watch on?
Amazon?
On Twitch.
Oh.
No, I watched it on Twitch. It was just like super wild. Like that was
That's right, yeah.
That was a packed venue in
Those at
Inglewood.
the
Like,
yes, I said at the forum,
and it
right?
had stars. Was that what's up?
I said it happened at the forum, right?
I thought it was at Staples, to be honest, but whatever stadium is in Inglewood,
Yeah, the forum
that's
is in
where it was
Stadium. What's the name of it? It's L.A., downtown L.A. The
Yeah,
forum or the Staples Center.
yeah, that was some shit too. Not only was it like a packed thing, but you could point out big name celebrities at this event, like right by the stage and on stage. Like LeBron James was there, even though he didn't get on stage, he was there with his phone. There's other hip hop artists like Tyler the Creator. Uh, Killer Mike wasn't there, but he had a lot of praise because I guess him and Kendrick know each other. DJ Mustard, just like it just went on and on. And then he had a bunch of gangsters at the end, apparently squashing the beef that most of us did not know about. But he literally garnered peace between like rival gangs or factions of gangs on stage, on like streaming TV. Wild stuff, man.
Yeah. Also, we got to talk about like other music news, even though it's not. It was a really great year for rap. I think it's like a revival for rap was 2024. Not even just like the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. There's a bunch of other artists that dropped dope albums. I talked about it before, but Tyler the Creator, Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
I think Doce dropped an album this year too.
Didn't
Childish
Gambino?
Yeah,
Childish
Childish Gambino did too. Yeah.
Did he he redid an album, right?
Yeah, he dropped
I
two
think he
albums.
did
One was a redo.
Was it two?
Okay.
Yeah, but one was a redo though, with like an extra couple songs.
Okay, that's what it was.
But also music news, because probably one of the most successful tours ever is the Taylor Swift Eras tour. She made like over $2 billion with a B, $2 billion she made. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you go see it or just your daughter?
Just my daughter. She went. I wasn't.
Okay.
I mean, if my ex wasn't into Taylor Swift, then I would have taken her. But she's into Taylor Swift, so I'm like, good, because I don't particularly enjoy her music. So
There you
I'm
go.
not the demographic.
I'm a T Swizzle.
Alessi,
You're a Swiftie? What?
No, I'm a T Swizzle.
T Swizzle.
I've liked her since she rapped with T-Pain on SNL.
Oh my! Oh my! You mean since she rapped with Kendrick?
Kendrick,
Since
yeah.
Kendrick's on the
No,
track?
no. When she rapped with T-Pain on SNL.
I get it, but I'm just saying that's one thing. But she actually has a track with Kendrick. That's what Drake attacked Kendrick about. Him dropping like
which was a
bridge for
remake.
Taylor Swift.
Like I actually never heard the remake with Kendrick Lamar and her song Bad Blood.
There's a video. I saw the video.
Yeah.
He's like in the crowd at the club. I was like, holy shit.
Alessi Navalny died. He's the guy who was like Putin's like pretty much only real opponent, and he probably was murdered in prison. So,
Yeah.
them's the breaks. Caitlin Clark becomes the all-time high leading scorer for NCAA basketball.
Gotta talk about the Summer Olympics, the breakdancing competition with Ray Gun.
Oh yeah, the Ray Gun controversy.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
That was a crazy one.
Oh,
And the sniper shooter guy who purposely took second place. The guy who showed up in like khakis and didn't have like any special kind of IEPs, but came in second place.
Wow, she didn't place at all. She got no points.
Yeah,
Ray Gun got no points, but the assassin guy came in second place.
Yeah, so apparently he has been like shooting for a very long time. He's been in the Olympics before, but like nobody really noticed him. And he actually, I think his wife shoots too. They do the same kind of shooting.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy shit.
There was a solar eclipse last year. Sorry.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, there was that crazy Baltimore bridge collapse when the boat ran into it. Remember that?
Oh
Yeah.
that whole and all the conspiracy theories that flew out about that shit. That was wild to me. Literally the night of conspiracy theories were everywhere. I couldn't believe that shit. That was some shit.
We had a whole bunch of the expanding wars in the Middle East from Israel just blowing fucking everybody up. So that's just keeps going.
Yeah. There's also Beyonce dropped a country album, which somehow stirred like half the world because everyone was like shocked for some reason, and there's a lot of discourse about this. So that was something. I didn't.
She wasn't like nominated for like any country
No
awards, right?
CMAs. Yeah, no CMA. I mean, 'cause we're not surprised here, people. We're not surprised here.
Did that one black country singer get anything? The guy who sings
No. Well, he's not country anymore, but you're talking about Shabuzi?
yeah, Shabuzi.
I don't think so either. I
Then
mean,
he
I
got
don't know.
stuff too, right? And he had like his
I
thing
think
went
I
like
think
crazy
I don't
platinum.
remember. I remember there was Discord about that, but I mean, Darius Rucker, formerly of Hootie and the Blowfish, he's been in country for a while. I have no idea if he's ever been nominated for country.
Whoa, what the hell? So I went to look up Shabuzi, and when you enter it in Google, like something weird happens. I don't want to say what happens, but I thought my computer was broken.
he was nominated for 2 CMAs. Sorry, for his
Okay.
new artist and single.
Okay. He probably didn't win. Though.
But the fact that he didn't win is kind of crazy because that song was very popular, still is popular, and I still don't like it. I'm not a country music kind of guy. What else happened here? Donald Trump got convicted for 34 felony counts for falsifying business records. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
He's a felon.
But there's also the rape charges, which is now his appeal was denied, so he's now a convicted rapist.
Yeah. You got
So
those
there's that.
astronauts that got stuck in space from Boeing Starliner. They're still there, by the way. This is back in.
Yeah.
They've been stuck there since June.
They were
Yeah,
supposed to
so
be there for an 8-day trip. It's almost like Gilligan's Island, where they went on a 3-hour boat cruise and just end up on an island for like a years.
Gilligan's
Yeah.
Island.
Yeah.
That's right. I feel
Did you see they literally sent a video of them like celebrating Christmas in space? You see that stuff?
That's fucked
Yeah.
up, man.
Oh, they were super smiling and everything. I'm like, dude, y'all probably gonna die up there, and y'all are smiling.
They're
That's
fine.
wild.
There's other people up there on the space station. They're not alone.
They better go in the station soon.
I mean,
then-
still though.
Shit.
The internet was like, people on the internet was saying like, oh, like why do they have like Christmas hats? Like this must have been staged or planned or whatever. It's not. And it's like, dude, like there's other people
Yeah,
on the space
it
station.
wasn't
Like,
just them. Yeah.
pretty sure they have Christmas decorations and stuff up there. Like, get your fucking head out your ass.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't understand when they go into space. That stuff is planned. They have an itinerary of how long you're supposed to be there and when you're supposed to come back, because you have a window of when you can come back. So they look at most of it is about Earth's rotation and the weather and a bunch of other variables for when they're supposed to come back.
And I think they've been shipping supplies up there, so it's not like they're gonna starve to death up there.
Yeah, but
I
it
don't
costs a shitload of money to get anything
Mhm.
up there. So
Mhm.
You guys saw the silencing of the flat earthers with the thing that happened in Antarctica, right? Where like
No.
a few of the flat earth like true believers went down there, basically on a free trip down there, and they got to see that, you know, on a perfect during its perfect time of day, that the sun never sets in Alaska. Like it just stays on the horizon as it goes around. That basically proves and debunks that the Earth is round and is not flat.
I don't think they care.
They're
Say,
going to say it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
they're gonna
Idiots,
say
idiots,
it's
are idiots.
They
Um,
don't care.
Nvidia became the most valuable company of all time for a little bit, which had a market cap of $3 trillion. $3 trillion with a T dollars, and I have some of their stock. It's great.
Nice.
Oh wow.
When was the TikTok court hearings? Was that this year or was that the last year?
That was in
Where we
July.
got to see like
So TikTok has 18 days to figure out what they're going to do, or TikTok will be shut down, because apparently they doubled down twice about their ruling about TikTok either selling to an American company or shutting down. And Donald Trump chimed in saying he needs to be the one to hold TikTok's fate in his hands or something stupid. Like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Like, why do you care? Like, let Congress do what they're going to do.
He's saying that TikTok helped him get elected because he saw like an increase in his numbers because of TikTok, and so he wants to try to save TikTok, which is BS because he's the one that kind of started this whole ban of TikTok. Like, because people was trolling the hell out of him back in the day during his like campaign, like they would show videos and videos how his things are empty, or like people would buy tickets and not go or something like that. Like there's always these crazy things that people are doing to Donald Trump through TikTok or because of TikTok.
Oh, we had the disastrous debate with Trump and Joe Biden. So that pretty much ended
God.
Joe Biden's career. So yeah, that was a thing. Remember that?
Vaguely, but I really didn't watch. It was just like that was the lead up to Kamala being very prominent during the summer,
Yeah.
and because she took over in July or late August or something, and was riding the train, trying to get that steam going, but didn't pan out. So
Trump also got shot in
he also
yeah,
did
in
get
July.
shot, yeah.
Almost
And
twice.
then he made a T-shirt about it. That's some shit. Let's not forget. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the Mike Tyson Paul Logan fight, which was
yeah,
a disaster on Netflix, but
Yeah.
that didn't go very well.
Blue kind of hinted this, but we didn't talk about it overall. But the Olympics were last year, so the Summer Olympics of 2024. That was all over NBC. That was all talked about, especially with Ray Gun and the whole controversy of the Liberian boxer?
Oh
Was she
Yeah.
Liberian or Albanian? Was she Albanian? She's
I
Albanian.
can't remember, but she's definitely a she, and people just think that that's a dude, and it's just like, well, she's not. So,
well, honestly, I thought it was a dude until like I actually saw pictures of her like outside of her boxing gear.
yeah, it's like you're not gonna get all dolled up to get punched in the face.
But then also, I know like that country, if you were to transition, you would be in a box in the ground. So,
So apparently that
she wouldn't
country,
be boxing; she would be boxed up.
Yeah, apparently that country makes it illegal to be homosexual. Apparently, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, and definitely if she was trans, the company would not let her compete, 100%. So that's pretty odd. We can't remember the superstar Mu Dang, who gripped like the world by arm. That was some interesting stuff.
The hippopotamus.
I was like, what the hell? Yeah, and she's a pygmy hippo. She's not even like a full hippo, apparently.
I was like, who the hell are you guys talking about?
Yeah, the
You know
hippo.
Mu Dang?
No, once you said hippo, I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Mu Dang's just the biting hippo because her trainer keeps smacking her on the ass to make sure she's still awake or alive, and she spins around and bites him on the knee. It's fucking hilarious. And like, probably the funniest thing was SNL made a skit about Mu Dang. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Oh my god, it was so funny. Well, they're like spraying water in like I forgot the guy's name, but the actor who please portraying Mu Dang spraying like hose water right in his mouth. That shit was funny. I'm sorry, that was good comedy.
Remember when Brazil blocked TikTok? Or, I'm sorry, Brazil blocked X, Twitter.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
It's still blocked, right?
No, it got lifted in. It got lifted in October.
Oh, so after a few months?
Yeah, after Twitter agreed. Yeah, it's for like 2 months. It was August to October, so a month. Twitter agreed for various requirements, including removal of certain accounts, which there's regulations and shit per country. Feds cut rates for the first time in a very long time, which is great. So I refinanced. Well, I refinanced before they cut the rate, but whatever. We had some crazy hurricanes that cost over $200 billion to
actually
repair.
had a hurricane that hit California. Not a hurricane, a tornado that hit California.
Yeah, it's rare, but it happens.
We also had that tsunami warning here in California, where there was an earthquake out in the ocean near Oregon.
Yeah,
and there was a crazy tsunami warning, and it trickled out before it hit California shores, but that was pretty crazy.
Another crazy thing was Japan was hit with an earthquake, and literally January 1st, 2024, a 7.5 earthquake hit the western coast of Japan, killing almost 500 people. Like literally day one. That was some shit. That's one crazy ass way to begin 2024. That was some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I remember here in the California, they were freaking out about another tsunami or a tsunami at that time.
Yes. SpaceX had that really cool thing where they used a chopstick to like catch the returning rocket. That was pretty dope. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Oh, I missed that
I
one.
I don't know if I did. I might. I'm pretty sure I might have, but I remember.
Yeah, so basically they have
Ooh.
like they have this ability for SpaceX where they can reuse the rockets, and so when they get it out into space, you know, they kind of eject out. Well, they have like a thing where they'll fly, it'll come back down, and they have like this apparatus where it'll catch it, and then they can reuse it. So that's pretty cool. Even though I hate Elon Musk, fuck Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Say his name right. Co-president Elon Musk.
The president Elon Musk,
Co-president Elon Musk.
co-president.
Because
All
he
right.
wants, up here bootlicking on Trump's like loafer. Or no, his
No, I think it's
what
all the
is
way
it?
around.
What did he call his shoes? What is his shoes called? The gold Trumps? Are they called Truth something?
No.
I don't remember. But
I remember.
the T's, those T1000s, gold Trumpers. Yeah, that was something. There's a bunch of stuff. Oh, we saw the end of the Venomverse with
Algerian.
the
The woman was Algerian. Sorry, the boxer.
yeah, she was okay. Yeah, she's Algerian. There we go. But we saw the end of the Venomverse with the arrival of Craven. What I saw, unfortunately,
Was it that bad?
I can give a review later on the podcast. It was it was something. I have words. I have thoughts on that one. Yeah, but I'm not sad to see it go. I can tell you that much. There was that. We had Sonic 3 this year, just before the new year. Sonic 3 is actually pretty good. I saw
Yeah,
it.
I've been wanting to go check it out. I mean, I had a chance because I thought because the first one came out right before the pandemic, and that was like the last movie I saw before. I think it's probably like 2 years went by before I went back into the theater.
Really?
But I definitely want to see.
Actually, yeah, a lot of people were too. It wasn't for
I
me.
think I saw two. I saw two in the theater as well, so I definitely want to watch 3 in the theaters.
I've seen all 3 in the theater, so it's just interesting to hear the voice of Shadow being voiced by Keanu Reeves. That was interesting. It was so cool.
Well, there's
Yeah.
like a funny thing about it too because Sonic make a reference to Keanu Reeves in the first movie because he was like
He
into
sure
watching
did.
Speed. He was into watching the movie Speed and Keanu Reeves in it, and he says that Keanu Reeves is a national treasure. So
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
yeah, I wonder if he makes a reference about Shadow sounding like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, we saw some legends leave. We saw Lewis Gossett Jr., Carl Weathers,
Quincy
and
Jones.
Quincy Jones and the immortal James Earl Jones all departed. As well as I'm missing somebody else. There's a few more, but we had some legends like depart us. So that was definitely humbling, in my opinion, just seeing some like legendary, one of a kind type humans that literally left a mark on the planet, and then leave us. That was some crazy stuff. And what else we seen? Was that kind of it? I feel like there's more, but I'm missing some stuff.
There's a lot more. I can't remember them though.
Yeah, I'm trying to just quickly go over, but I think that was kind of 2024. In a quick show. I'm pretty sure people in the chat have been screaming at us about what we missed.
Did we get the PS4 this year or was it last year? The PS4
Pro.
PS5 Pro.
PS5
this year or was it last year?
The Pro.
It was last year.
No, yeah, the Pro we got last year.
23?
No,
23 or 24?
We got the Pro in 24.
Okay.
I think August of last year, I believe. Was it August? Or no, October. I think October was the official announcement of the Pro. So, which is now on sale because they tried to sell me one at Best Buy. I'm like, I don't want one right now. I don't got $700 for you with no disk drive. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, if it had the disk drive, I would have bought it 100%.
Yeah, but ain't got no. You can buy it optionally. It's like what, $40-$50 sideways, and they have them at Best Buy. They had them like a little stock of them. They didn't have that many, but you could buy them right then and there. I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
Oh wait, no, it's the 30th anniversary. That's a gray color, and it doesn't have a disk drive. And you can add a disk drive, but the disk drive only come in white, so it wouldn't look right.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I thought that was the digital version because you can get a digital version and then later on attach a digital drive. So, and I'm pretty sure, or was that the PlayStation 30th anniversary one? Was that
Yeah,
it?
it's a 30. I was talking about the 30th anniversary one because it looks
Okay.
like it's the same color as the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Mm.
And we also got the 30th anniversary themes, so you can get like PS1 through PS5 themes for your PS5 now, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Even like
Uh,
turning it on was pretty dope.
Yeah.
It had like the original PlayStation boot up.
did we see? No, it wasn't last year because we will see this year The Last of Us season 2. We didn't see it last year.
Oh,
Well, last year we had Fallout. We had Fallout
yeah, Fallout
TV
was
show,
dope.
which
Yeah.
I thought was gonna be shit. Well, I was watching it. That shit was actually pretty fucking
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. And
Like,
you
holy
know,
shit.
Arcane season 2 came out.
Yep.
After
Deadpool
years.
Deadpool and Wolverine was one of the highest grossing
that's
movies
right.
of the year.
That's right too.
Yeah. So it was,
Which gave us some really good a lot of Easter eggs were in that, or a lot
Yeah.
of cameos and stuff that was in there. It was really cool.
yeah,
what
I,
else?
I need to get that movie and watch it again. Shit's hilarious.
It's on.
Um,
It's on Disney Plus. But yeah.
Yeah. What is this?
Uh,
there?
Oh,
Oh,
we
we got-
got the. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say we got the return of Invincible this year too, because I think that was out for like a year or
Yeah,
two,
sure.
right?
Catch
It
up with
was.
that, yeah.
It was split in half. Yeah. And I haven't even watched it yet because apparently season 3's out. I think later this year.
Yeah.
So I gotta catch up.
Actually, I think it comes out like next month.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like really behind. But the good thing is I don't have to wait for the season split. I can watch it all at once now.
You
So-
binge it. So season 3 dropped February 6th.
Yeah.
Like,
So like in 2
I
months,
caught
and
up on
then,
it. It's really good. Season 2 is really
yeah,
good.
no, I'm behind. I'm behind on a lot of stuff. I'm still behind. So we saw the return of Squid Games, which I'm behind on now. I've watched 5 episodes so far, and I think there's 9 total. So I'm on episode 5. So that came out like literally the day that came out Christmas Day. Like during the game on Netflix, they had a commercial that Squid Games is now live. I was like, oh shit, that was some crazy shit.
What else came out?
On,
One of the most refreshing animes of all time came out, Dan to Dan. So
yeah.
seriously, that was like one of my favorite things of last year was that anime because it was so all over the place. I didn't know what to expect from it, and every week they just it was more and more ridiculous. The ending was kind of not great, but every other episode was amazing. Like it was amazing. The artwork was great. The intro track is still on heavy rotation in my on my playlist. So yeah.
One other thing we got this year too is the return of X-Men '97 on Disney Plus. We got
yeah.
we saw we got some foods that die, and there's a lot of sad scenes with people dying. Like goddamn, but yeah, we got X-Men '97 back this year.
We also saw the return of the Alien franchise because that shit was spiraling for a long time, and then we had Alien Romulus like basically put it back on top, and we're also getting an Alien TV series this year. I think it's end of this month.
Yeah, Alien Earth. Yeah,
that's out like this year. I'm pretty sure within the next 3 months we're seeing Alien Earth. It could be pushed to summer, but I think the slated release date is like the end of January, which we're going to see more of this back on top. It's going to be some crazy shit. I'm here for it. I like me some aliens. I don't mind seeing people get fucked in the face by fucking alien facehuggers. So it's going to be interesting.
I don't think people understand. Like, if you watch those movies, like it's super rapey. Like everybody's just getting raped, and like, what is happening here?
I mean, for sure. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm gonna talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. We just see. I'm looking at some stuff. Everyone's talking about the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift thing. That was a thing. I feel like that's like a weird phenomenon, but yeah, that was something a lot talked about last year. We saw MAGA upset with Taylor Swift because they didn't know where she was aligned. Yeah, and then like she aligned with Kamala Harris, and then MAGA went off on her. They in fact, Megyn Kelly went off on freaking Taylor Swift online. I don't know if it was live TV or was online, but she was someone that she just went off about Taylor Swift and her choice for backing her. That was kind of insane to say the least.
We can't forget about Senor Luigi.
Oh
who,
Yeah,
Prodigy's
yeah.
boy,
Killed the
Prodigy's
CEO
boy
in
Luigi.
Vegas
Yeah,
and was
Yeah.
declared
that
a
was some.
terrorist.
It wasn't
That
in
was
Las Vegas. It was in New York.
Or New York, yeah, sorry.
yeah, that was some like I don't know, like streaming TV type plot shit that I never thought was gonna
Yeah.
actually come to fruition. I was like, what the fuck? This can't be real. Sure enough, and this guy is celebrated as like some kind of hero for reasons I can understand. But however, this guy committed murder in cold blood, so I don't think it's going to be a great thing for him. And then the fact that he's in prison with Diddy in the same facility, just fucking.
And what's
wild
also
to me.
crazy is that Diddy's lawyer wife is the one that's defending Luigi.
Another
From what I understand.
plot twist. Yeah, that's another plot twist that I was like, is this really true? Like, it's like really weird. I feel like this is shit that was written by a fucking chat GP fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't sound fucking right to me, but I guess that's the way it went down. That's the way it went down. That's what happened. So
Didn't the government announce that there's aliens in the oceans or some shit like that too this year or last year?
I said there was UFOs. So UFOs doesn't mean aliens. It just means that we can't identify it. Could be an alien. It could not be. It could be some crazy shit that we just
could be a
haven't
weather
seen before.
balloon.
Yeah.
You just don't know what it is. It's unidentified flying object.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised though if there was aliens, but also kind of surprised because like if they came here and like just stayed super low key, like I don't know, it seemed kind of weird. But then again, I'm not an
Kinda.
alien, so maybe it's totally normal for an alien.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, what if we were like, what if we're all pod people and we just didn't know it? So now,
I mean, we're quite violent, so I wouldn't want to engage.
yeah. So who knows, man? Who knows? What was this? I just had it in my hand. Oh, you already talked about Luigi. We talked about Squid Games. I mean, I think those are some of the big talking points. Oh, besides Alex, was it Alex Jones? Was it this year that he got to pay up $1 billion? Or was that the year before?
Oh,
Yeah, I think it
this
was.
year.
Yeah, it was this year, and now they're gonna take Infowars down, and they briefly sold it to the Onion, but now it's
The
in
Onion.
dispute. So yeah.
Yeah. And have you seen what this guy does? He like podcasts or I guess reports his news like outside. Like he does it like via like a cell phone. Like if it's
Wow.
kind of like some avant-garde. You haven't seen him like his stuff recently? It's like him wearing like super like ski worthy or like really warm clothes when he's like outside reporting like news. Like even today, what happened day one of 2025, the events that went down, he's like reporting it like in his like jacket, like outside, like on the side of a cliff.
Well, I mean, they seized all of his shit, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Another
so.
thing I happened recently was that part of the pier at Santa Cruz basically eroded away and just fell into the ocean. And there's actually a person on there and a bobcat, like the bulldozer machine.
Oh,
Yeah, but the guy was rescued. He was fine. But could you imagine you're just out there like working a little bit, and all of a sudden the whole ground just comes up from underneath you, and all of a sudden you're in the ocean?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's got to be a scary situation.
Yeah. Whew. All right.
Wow. Yeah, it's 2024, but now we can talk about
in a nutshell.
2025, what happened today, if y'all didn't know, and then we can talk about what we expect, at least with the media stuff, maybe a couple other things in 2025. So, Blue, you want to talk about what went down in Louisiana? Because
he just walked away. Well, one last thing, since we're doing like the recap of 2024, I just gotta say, 2024 was the worst year of my life. So, yeah, I don't think it can get possibly any worse this year. So I'm looking forward to 2025, even though I don't really have a lot of hope on the direction of the country. But hopefully, my personal life gets better. As most of y'all know, me and Kay broke up, so that fucking sucks. So yeah, I've been single since April. So
it's been that long?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
When did I see you? Oh, that was like last winter, wasn't it? Oh
You
no,
saw
it
me
was
during
last.
you saw me during SFB work. We were still together then. That was February.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I did see you doing this. Yeah, so that was before then. Damn, damn. Yeah, that was kind of for me. That was kind of a not blindside, but it's definitely that was a punch,
Oh,
punch in the gut kind of
it
thing.
was definitely a blind side for me. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that sucks. But here's hoping our 2025. I'm just looking to stay alive in 2025. For real. Like I'm about to reach a full millennium, so the light is kind of dimming for me. So I'm trying to see if I can squeeze out another 20. But we'll see. You never know.
Yeah, we made it past 25, bro. We're living the dream.
No, we made it. Well, we've all made it past 30. So
Ancestors.
we're past our young black male life expectancy. Now we're in the old black male life expectancy. So we got to hit those logistics and statistics this time around.
I,
At least
I
the
don't know.
next couple decades.
I need to find a way to get back into the timeline where Marty McFly didn't fuck his mom.
Yeah.
We're stuck, bro.
That's where we are
We're
now.
2020, then fucking that's when everything came apart. That's when Marty and his mom, he like busted all inside, and now we're stuck in this alternate
No, it wasn't
reality.
20. It started with when Harambe died, bro.
Yeah.
That's when it started. When Harambe died.
Damn, Harambe?
Yep.
Not Harambe. God dang.
See, y'all, people
Damn.
made it worse. They stopped saying dicks off of Harambe. Harambe
They
didn't
did.
appreciate that, and he's like, "All right, fine, I'll sprinkle some more fucking hate and destruction on you."
But so then you're saying Harambe made 2020 happen, like he plotted
Yeah.
revenge.
That was his death.
Damn,
It was all dominoes,
20
you know.
it was dominoes.
2016.
It's 2016, yeah.
Damn,
That's when Trump became president. So,
Yeah.
you know,
that just blew my whole mind. God damn.
You know what's crazy is that's like, I mean, it's a couple of months from when Marty goes back in or goes into the future because when he travels through time, he travels to 2015, which is only a year. So him leaving probably left a ripple effect.
Mm. I think him busting a good solid nut in his mom was the ripple effect. Because I'm pretty sure he got her pregnant with twins.
Oh,
So we're
man.
screwed. We're screwed.
Or he's his own dad.
Yeah.
Nah, that wouldn't make that one timeline wise that would make sense because he would have been older than his brother and sister.
No, that makes sense. That's why we were screwed. That's why we're in this
Boris,
weird
man.
alternate reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the wormhole to open in the middle of the sky, and all of a sudden, like, oh, I'm here to save you people, and he comes down on his hoverboard.
Most of us don't deserve saving. Let's just be honest. Most of I mean, I can think of 70 million plus people that don't deserve being saved. like they don't. Sorry. Like this is the path you've chosen for us. It wasn't everybody. It was 73 million people in America.
It's like 70. I think it's 74 now.
Is it?
Because you have people like, I think you have people that came to. I mean, he lost some supporters, but he also gained a few from people that I did not expect from. I can't pronounce this guy's name. Who's the Indian man that was a conservative?
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah, Ramaswamy. He had people that actually follow him, but then he lost his seat because people said he reminded them of 9/11. He's not even the same
He lost
race. I was like, are you serious?
Vivek was never elected for anything, so he didn't lose a seat.
He was running for a seat, but I mean,
he was running for president.
I won't say he lost a seat. I thought he was running for a Senate seat.
No, he's working with Elon Musk on Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, which is stupid because we already have a department that overlooks. It's called the Congressional. There's an oversight committee for the way they spend money. I think it's Congressional Oversight Committee or something like that. Yeah,
that is it.
So they started off the Department of Government Efficiency with two people. That's a redundant role, so it's already inefficient, and there's already a fucking department that does this. So, yeah. Anyway,
that's like it makes me think of this comedian who said that I guess a company was trying to figure out ways to save money, and so they gave like whoever win like I don't know like $1,000 or something like that, and I guess the comedian had said like, oh, you want to save $1,000? Don't have a stupid contest. There you go.
Damn.
Save yourself some money. But
So,
looking at the
Blue,
numbers from the election, actually, it's not close, but Trump had 77 million and Kamala had 75 million.
Yeah.
Blue, before you left, I was saying the events that happened today. You seem to be closely related. So, do you want to speak on what went down
Yeah,
today?
god damn. Day one, like we were maybe a couple of minutes into the new year, and they're calling him a terrorist now. Before they weren't calling him a terrorist, but there was a terrorist attack in Louisiana on Bourbon Street where a guy in a pickup truck somehow managed to go around blockades, like even police car blockades, and was able to get on the Bourbon Street and just start plowing down people. I think the death toll now is up to 15 people have died and 30 people are injured. But like the security footage from it is like it's insane. It's almost hard to watch. Like there's so many people that were close to being hit, but like there's definitely one video where you actually see somebody get hit. But it's crazy. And then once the guy he crashed into a scissor lift contraption. And at that point, that's when gunfire started between the cops and the terrorist guy. And yeah, he ended up being killed from the gunshots. 2 police officers were wounded. But what's crazy about the story is that, this guy was born in Texas. He has a military background, and his previous job was in real estate. Like this isn't some guy from another country. This is somebody who was born here in America. What's your guys' take on it? Like, what have you heard?
Yeah, man, I woke up to that this morning and I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this even bother me. I was like, I'm choosing peace this year. So I just kind of ignored it. Yeah.
I was gonna post because I saw it first thing when I woke up this morning too, and I was gonna post into the chat, and then I saw what you said, like, yeah, this is I'll choose peace this year or whatever. I'm like, I'll wait to post it. It's too early in the morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
I was out last night, but I wasn't out like super late. I actually went to the amusement park. Well, one of the amusement parks that's here in the Bay. I went to the one in the South Bay. So I was out in the
Great
cold,
America?
but I went to Great America. So they were open late for New Year's Eve. So and the park was really packed for some. Well, actually, I know the reason. Usually, it's not like that. I was there in the middle of summer, and there's like nobody there. And here in freezing winter, well, it's not freezing. It was super cold. But it was hella packed. Like I literally waited 2 hours in line to ride the most like basic ride.
Wow.
2 hours. I literally left the line. I got a cinnamon like bread as well as hot chocolate. Got back in line. So the line I waited was 45 minutes to get my hot chocolate. I went back in line. I still had to wait another hour. So it's 45 minutes just to get my hot chocolate. Another hour to get back in line and get to the actual ride, which lasted like maybe a minute.
Yeah. One thing I had to mention is that
actually watched fireworks in line.
This I don't know if the report said that this happened like 3 hours after New Year's, like 3 a.m., or if it happened like a couple of minutes after New Year's, because there were still like a lot of people on the street still celebrating New Year's. But it's Bourbon Street. Like I don't know if I think that place closes like at 6 a.m. So
it doesn't really close.
I'm about to say it doesn't close.
Yeah.
Bourbon Street don't close. The only thing they do is the cops walk down the street, they clean the street, they tell you to get out of the street. Once they clean it, then you're back to whatever you were doing.
And the streets in New Orleans are fucking disgusting. I just got to be honest. Like I've been there a couple times, especially like after it rains because it's like below sea level and the sewage lines are from like the times when they still had slaves.
1700s.
Yeah, so it's really bad. So like when it starts raining, like the sewage kind of backs up into like the streets and it smells like sewage and it's disgusting. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to go to New Orleans and go down Bourbon Street, but man, just don't go anywhere near a rainy season. So
yeah, or hurricane season.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I remember my story when I went. Like we were driving in a car and literally on the news they were talking about how like people were being attacked and like one guy basically got curb stomped. Like I was like, we want to go here? Like damn.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful. Like once you leave Bourbon Street, like it's it's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
Very sketchy.
The attack happened at 3:15 a.m. CT time on New Year's Day, so it did happen.
I was still up.
Yeah.
I was
But there were
watching
still
Squid Games at that time.
there's still people on the street. I mean, thank God it wasn't earlier than that, because there probably would have been even more people. But yeah, like this is what's crazy is that they weren't calling it a terrorist attack. Like literally, like the internet got mad that they weren't, because they were calling Luigi a terrorist, and he killed like one person.
Yeah, he's
And
definitely.
like,
You can't call a guy a terrorist. Like,
yeah, but this guy like killed 15 people now, and like
Mm-hmm.
injured 30. Actually, the total is up to 35 now. There's 35 people that were injured, including 2 police officers who were shot at. But yeah, it wasn't until later they decided to rename him, reclassify him as a terrorist attack, because he had ISIS flags and a couple of other guns inside of his vehicle when the police seized his vehicle.
yeah, it's just pure insanity to start, 2025. And then obviously, we had the Cybertruck we talked about before, the Cybertruck blowing up in front of Trump Tower, which is just that's how you know we're on the wrong timeline. Like that doesn't even seem fucking real. Like I feel like we're getting trolled by like whatever is controlling all this, just to see like whatever it can get away with, like more and more incrementally,
Marty
more
McFly.
ridiculous. Yeah, because it's like
Marty McFly.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Cybertruck thing, yeah, apparently the person who, I guess they rented it through not Timo, to Turo, and yeah, in the back of the in the back of the Cybertruck there was like gas tanks, a bunch of fireworks, because when it blew up, I was confused because I thought, because in the video they actually have video footage of the Cybertruck blowing up. I thought that maybe like the batteries like exploded, because like
It's not
they
that-
kind of
yeah.
popped like firecrackers, and so I kind of got that impression. But no, like the battery of the explosion wasn't because of the Cybertruck batteries. It was because the person had explosives in there to detonate, and only I think one person died, and I think 5 people were injured from the explosion. But yeah, when the cops they're going to put out the fire, and then in the back you just see like propane tanks, gas containers. You saw a bunch of fireworks. Like the whole back of the truck was basically they basically turned, like I said this earlier, they basically turned the Cybertruck into a pipe bomb.
Yeah, but it's like dumb because it just went straight up because the way the Cybertruck is constructed. So yeah. But somebody still died and people got hurt, so I guess mission accomplished, which fucking sucks.
Well,
so.
I don't know if it was a suspect that died, because it was the person who died was the only person that was in the vehicle. So I'm not sure if it was the person who was going to do it, or maybe some innocent civilian that happened to be driving it at the time or something. I don't know.
So suicide bomber? What the fuck? The fuck?
Yeah.
So I think that's where you might have been confused, Blue, because that attack was the Cybertruck exploded. That was Vegas.
Yeah, that was Vegas.
Yeah.
That was at
Yeah,
Vegas.
so not where Luigi shot the CEO of Health, whatever. It's
United
called.
Healthcare. Yeah.
Yeah. So the
But
thing about Vegas is like usually Vegas, if you've never been to Vegas, especially around New Year's Eve, there's like a huge contingent of law enforcement during New Year's Eve at the airports, on the strip, because what they do during the week of New Year's Eve, they shut down the strip so where the public can walk down the street. So the street's full of people, and there's a shit ton of people. Some of them I'm pretty sure are like either National Guard or even I think some of the Coast Guard. Like a ton of people, a ton of law enforcement are there, like fully armed to the teeth, canines and shit. So I figured the person who planned this probably knew that and waited until the day, until all the security kind of laxed a bit. Because after the new year, it's kind of like, they suspect nothing big is going to happen. So they probably eased up a bit. But I feel like they planned that just around that so they knew there wouldn't be as much security and they could get away with it.
So I know we were kind of mentioning Elon Musk earlier before you went live, and it on here it's saying that the police officer who's like working with getting things working on an investigation has said that that Elon was able to help them get the actual video footage from the Cybertruck. And they were able to get like
he told
15
somebody
to
else to
20
do it
seconds before the explosion, basically.
I do. It's funny to me when people say Elon does something. It's like he ain't doing shit but yelling at someone else to go do it.
They probably even talked to him. They probably called up Tesla Like somebody in customer service at Tesla was like, "Hey, can we get a copy of this?" They're like, "Oh yeah, here you go."
No, I'm pretty sure when it involves his boyfriend Trump, he definitely was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be involved in this. This is part of me too. I'm a part. This is whatever happens to Trump happens to me too." Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, just they could just. I wish they just go away. I don't want to. I don't. I'm not saying I want to. I don't want to die or anything. I just don't want them to like be in the public life. I don't want them. I just want them to just go away. Just go away. I'm just tired. I'm tired of hearing about them. I'm tired of seeing their faces. I'm tired of hearing their voices. These are people that shouldn't have like this much power. They're fucking idiots. They're fucking idiots. They have all this power.
They have hella power. And guess what? That shit, we will see MAGA Season 2 premiering January 6th of 2025. Season 2 is about to start. It's about to be wild.
I was going to say, we got to take a page out of like the racist people's terms that they like to say. We need to tell Elon to go back where he came from.
Yeah.
Tell him to go back to Africa.
Go back to Africa. Do it. You beat me to it.
From.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is
you and your ugly ass Cybertruck.
Oh, hold on.
This is gonna be a year of hypocrisy, 100%.
Asian Fury in the chat actually had a pretty funny thing. He said, "Can we start off 2025 by saying fuck Jeff the Shark, Hawkeye, and Iron Fist players?" Yeah, if you play Marvel Rivals, those are probably like your least favorite people.
Hold on, Hawkeye is not really all that. So okay, just to preface those who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, we're not talking about the MCU per se.
I said Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. What's up?
I said Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals, and so it is by Marvel Studios. I guess they're their new wing of games, or whatever. But the thing is, this has, for now, at this point in time, there's 33 characters with more on the way. And the ones that people use the most are definitely Iron Fist, Jeff the Shark, and I don't know about Hawkeye. I've used Hawkeye. Actually, I still use Hawkeye. I feel like he's not really that much of a hitter. Like, I understand that he has technically infinite ammo, but like his secondary was just like explosive arrows doesn't really do shit, and like he doesn't put down as much damage as I thought he would. So I'm just like, he feels like kind of like a okay character to me. The one character that does put down more damage than Hawkeye is Black Widow. When you pull out her sniper, she does ridiculous damage with like hits. You can put down tanks with like 3 hits if you do necessary like really vulnerable hits with them. Even so, even if you miss one, you can probably still put down somebody. So I feel like people aren't using her to her fullest. Maybe Jeff the Shark, though, he's a fucking problem because he has some shit. He has some shit that's super fucked up. Like, he can literally swallow a group of people, and then the player can swim to the edge of the map and then spit them out. They all just die. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit?
That shit's hilarious, man.
Yeah, it's just like, oh shit, I found this out because at this moment they have a Jeff the Shark mode. He's like in Christmas gear, and everybody's Jeff the Shark. Everybody can do the same shit to each other. So I like got caught up where someone swallowed me and threw me over the edge, and there's no way of coming back. You can't come back.
I saw a video of somebody who used Jeff the Shark, sucked up everybody, and then there was another Jeff the Shark player that basically did an Uno reverse on him. Like, he spit everybody out like at the edge, and he sucked him back up, and then he sucked in the Jeff the Shark player and then shot him out. It was so funny, dude. Yeah.
Oh, I need to see that. Yeah.
That's like snowballing. Like,
so bad.
If you don't know what that is, go on over in dictionary. I'll tell you.
That's terrible. Maybe not. Because I don't want to be responsible for angry
right?
emails.
I think Clerks
yeah, some Clerks. Clerks put it up. Even though it was a thing before Clerks, I think Clerks is the one that put it like on film. It was terrible.
Yeah, so TN Comedy in the chat, he mentioned something that I'm pretty sure they're going to do as well. They need to do some balancing. So just wait for some updates. I'm pretty sure when they have like another, some major characters introduced to the game, that they'll probably do a major update that'll nerf, and buff some characters. So yeah, just be prepared.
Yeah. The one character, especially at launch, that did ridiculous damage is the fucking Punisher, because he pops up a turret, and he's almost he's not indestructible, but he takes a lot of hits before the thing explodes, and he can literally wipe out the team in his one little fucking turret. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, and like especially if you're like one of the Norse gods and you're trying to take him out and he wipes you out in a fucking turret. Like, what the fuck is that? That's
Remember
some bullshit.
a couple of years ago, if you went on to the Marvel like official like power level thing, like he was
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah.
Like they had his power levels were like way off. Like it was so ridiculous. Like he was way stronger than he was supposed to be. He had like these crazy like firepower things, and like he was way smarter than he was supposed to be. But yeah, I think they put it back to normal now. But it was funny for a while.
Yeah, it's just weird. I'm like, dude, he couldn't be if he's the fucking human who uses fucking guns versus like Bucky and Captain America. They should be able to slide him like nothing.
They should
But
have.
he's up there in his third.
You know what his ultimate should have been is to make him into the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Oh,
That'd have been a
shit.
dope transformation.
So
Punisher?
that would
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would understand. The one character I think I have not used yet, I'm gonna probably start hopefully soon is Moon Knight.
Hmm.
Moon Knight has some pretty fucking nice powers, and he's like almost all damage, like all day. Like he should be able to wipe out the team pretty easily. And I've seen people do it, but I think he's a little weird to get used to. So it's just kind of crazy. But also, I think the one that everyone universally agrees, Iron Fist is a fucking problem. Like, what the fuck? This dude can literally fucking almost one shot your team. He's just like if he's in the middle, he can like literally just whirlwind through your whole team and knock them all out and like get them off the objective. If you are a ranged character, that's the easiest way to wipe him out because it's a close distance to get to you. But if he's in the middle, if he's in the mix, he's wiping everybody. Like that's fucking weird. Like I get he has like kind of like cosmic powers kind of, but it should be like that. Like he's fucking people up.
I play
That's
as
unfair.
what's his name? Oh Jesus Christ! Now I blanked out his name. The guy that can
Wait,
heal.
what?
Captain Strange.
Oh, there's a
Captain
couple.
Strange.
No,
so
no.
the ones that
Adam
you-
Warlock. Adam Warlock. Because basically Adam Warlock
Okay,
is like
heal.
he's basically Zenyatta from Overwatch. So, and
Okay.
he can revive people. So that's nice.
So he's not the only one. I was talking to B-Boy Floss because he didn't believe me, but Rocket Raccoon can revive people. He has tech that can revive the team
Oh, nice.
as a cooldown. But yeah, he has like these pods. I guess they clone in his lore. I think they clone you, but you're back. You come back with the thing, and he's quick on the field, so he can be hard to hit. I feel like so who is it? I think Asian Fury is saying like Hawkeye can one shot. No, I've used him. He wasn't one hot shot nobody. I headshot people and they lose health, but they're not dead. Kind of fucking annoying. I mean, I do like that you can fight from afar, but I feel like he doesn't do nearly as much damage as Black Widow. Black Widow, I can sit up on a post and just snipe down people and take them out easily. I feel like Hawkeye doesn't do as much damage as her, but that's just me. So that's
All
just
right.
crazy.
Gentlemen, where are we going next?
Oh, so since we are now in 2025, what is it that y'all I think are looking forward to in 2025? At least media-wise, like movies, games, TV shows.
Media-wise, let's see. I know that Kaiju number 8 is coming out, and
Wait, who? I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Kaiju number 8. Did you not watch that?
Oh, yeah. I've heard. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard about it. Yeah, I've
Yes.
heard a lot about it actually.
Solo Leveling season 2 drops in a couple of days, so that's going to be dope.
Really?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it's on the 6th. I want to say.
So I want to say Solo Leveling might have just been added to Netflix like a few weeks ago. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw it like somewhere very, very recently. I haven't seen it.
What are the movies that are coming out this year? I don't even know.
There's a lot. I mean, we're starting off with Captain America: Brave New World, like
That's
literally
right.
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
We're getting so.
Jurassic
go ahead.
Park.
What was-
Jurassic Park is coming back. I didn't know that.
Yes, with ScarJo. ScarJo's in the new Jurassic Park.
All right.
I was like kind of shocked. We're getting a Predator movie this year. So apparently they snuck in a Predator production. It's Predator, I think, Hunting Grounds or something, or Wildlands or some shit. That's out like later this summer. And it's like
Okay.
super. It was super hush hush, but they literally wrapped like this fall. Apparently it's out this summer. So and we're getting Superman. I don't know if y'all saw the Superman trailer. If y'all saw that, Superman's out this July.
Yeah.
I'm still lukewarm about that.
You know,
Okay.
honestly, I think it looks a whole lot better than the James Gunn stuff by a country mile, because it didn't look dark. You know, like every other goddamn James Gunn thing. They use a lot more of like the comic book accurate imagery and stuff like that. You get crypto. I think the main thing people are just kind of in their head about is the main character, the guy who's playing Superman, isn't as physically attractive as fucking the other guy. I forget his name off the top of my head.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
Cavill?
Henry Cavill.
You find him physically attractive?
I'm not saying that. I said people are basically saying that. I'm just like, I don't really care. Like,
I just want a clarification. That's
no,
all.
a whole lot of definitely, but maybe gay guys. They don't realize it yet. Why they're so up in arms about like,
guys that are still
the guy being less attractive. I'm just like, I don't really care, man. It's just, to me, he's just some dude. Yeah, I could see, Henry Cavill is yoked. I'll give him that. But as far as his attractiveness level, like, it's not hitting me in some sort of way like some other dudes.
For sure.
Anyway, I guess my fellow incels are feeling some sort of way about it.
They feel some sort of way about fucking games. Did you see the game shit? Last year, we haven't talked about the VGAs, but man, they were fucking going off. I needed Prodigy here so I can go off on him about his whole fucking bullshit. But I'll probably see him next week.
With the Superman thing, I just feel like there's too many other people in a Superman movie, because we get Hawkgirl and a Green Lantern, and we get Mr. Terrific. We got Crypto in there, like for like kind of like a rebooting of the universe. Like you kind of want to focus on. I feel like you want to focus on the main character first, and then maybe you want to like throw some other people in there, because I feel like it's just going to be like Captain America, because Captain America, the first one was like mainly about Captain America, but all the other ones were, because it was Captain America Civil War, Captain America and a Winter Soldier. Like it wasn't really a Captain America movie. It was Captain America and somebody else.
Maybe this is like the reverse Avengers, where they started off with all of them and they just like split them off into movies afterwards.
Yeah, I think that was the original plan for the DCEU, and I have to disagree, Blue, because I feel like, for one, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, that was very personal. That was a very personal Captain America story. It was him and Bucky.
Yeah, but that was more about Tony Stark. It mainly came down to Tony Stark at the end.
Not Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier did not come about Tony Stark.
Yeah, because we find out that he. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Civil War when they fight at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't like Spider-Man where he was like, this fucking sidekick. It's just like, bro, what is happening here?
I know. That was literally like Captain America Winter Soldier was like him against a new enemy, coming to find out that is one of his best friends from growing up, and he's like a Russian agent that was responsible for decades of killing people, and he thought he was dead. He was in the ice and thought he was dead when he came out of the ice. And so to find out that he's been brainwashed and he thought there was hope for his friend. That was probably one of the best MCU movies in my opinion. So,
all right, anyway. some other movies that are coming out. It's 28 years later. It's coming out. Thunderbolts. It's coming out.
I can't wait. Can't wait for both of them.
The Minecraft movie. Go ahead.
That's a movie I don't think anybody really asked for.
I'm not gonna watch it, but somebody is. Snow White has people some sort of way that
I'm looking forward to Lilo and Stitch.
Movie.
Oh yeah, Lilo and Stitch live action. Yeah.
I think that one might do pretty well, because I've seen like behind the scenes and like the characters playing like Lilo, and the fact that they like Stitch actually looks like Stitch from the animation is kind of cool.
Yeah, they didn't do that wannabe Sonic shit like they tried to pull on this.
Yeah. The live action How to Train Your Dragon looks good too.
People mad about that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they were.
You guys see the trailer for the Karate Kid Legends?
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good, because we get the two Karate Kid franchise to kind of come together, because we get
Ralph Macchio
and
Jackie Chan.
What's his name? Jackie Chan. Like they're coming together for
oh look, reason. we finished each other's sentences.
Sandwiches.
Oh, damn it.
That's cute. The two things Blue just talked about, I literally just saw the trailers for in front of Sonic 3. So there's a trailer for Lilo and Stitch. There's a scene where there's a scene from Lilo where he tears apart all her toys because he pretends he's like Godzilla. So they do the same scene, but he's in the sand. So he has like a whole sand city, and he acts like he's a monster and he tears it apart. So that was like the teaser for Lilo and Stitch. So I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot they were doing this. So
when Lilo
that was pretty good.
when the animated version of Lilo and Stitch came out, Disney had this cool thing where they pet Stitch in other Disney movies. Like there's a scene where Aladdin and Jasmine's riding on the magic carpet, and Stitch comes in like in his red spaceship, and like he honks at her, and all of a sudden Jasmine's in the spaceship with him, and she like leaves Aladdin on the carpet by himself. But there's also like another scene, which this one they actually redid it with the live action version. But there's a scene with Lion King where the baboon holds up Simba, but instead of it being Simba, it's Stitch, and he ends up like eating him. Yeah, he ends up eating him. But yeah, there's a live action version of that. But there's also like I think there's one for Beauty and the Beast. There's a couple other ones that Stitch shows up in.
There's one
that's
for
really
Beauty
cool.
and the Beast. I've seen
I think they did a remake of the live action version with Lion King, which I thought was like perfect. Like it worked out really well.
Go ahead, Kronos.
I was just gonna mention the How to Train Your Dragon thing. Just I want to throw in there that people that are mad about How to Train Your Dragon and the way the character looks, like I forget her name. Is it Ingrid or?
Yeah, Astrid. I think it's Astrid.
Astrid, yeah. They're basically everybody that's mad about that. You believe in the one drop rule.
Yeah,
because this is literally the fucking whitest black woman ever. Like seriously, she barely has a tan, and people are mad about it.
I mean, sort of. You want to know the whitest black woman? Halsey. Halsey's
Halsey's black.
That
I didn't know that.
Black. You and her dad. Her dad looks like you, but he's like 20 pounds heavier.
Then he looks nothing like me. I'm just kidding. I'm handsome, goddammit.
Yeah, you didn't know she's part black. Her dad is black. No. Her mom is white. Yeah. She's a black. So as the one drop rule would apply, she's a black woman. There you go.
I know the guy from Prison Break and stuff is part black.
Which one?
The guy who plays. He's also in the Flash.
Oh, they both are in the Flash.
Is it?
Yeah, I guess they both are in the Flash.
They're both in the Flash. So it's either Dominic Purcell or the guy who plays Captain Holt. What's his name? I don't remember.
Gay. Can't remember.
Oh, yeah. So that's Captain Cold. Yeah, he just came out as gay a couple years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Wentworth Miller. That guy.
Yeah.
We're getting a Fantastic Four movie this year, supposedly in July.
Right.
Which is
that's
cool. All right, let's do this.
We're
getting a new Tron Ares. It's going to drop in October.
Wait. So
has there been a trailer for that?
No, that's what gets me excited because there's only been stills from the movie. There's not been a trailer. There hasn't been like anything. The only thing that I found out is that Jeff Bridges is back, and Jared Leto is the main guy. And I guess it's about Jared Leto's character comes into the real world from the I guess the simulation or the Matrix, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, in the second one, the homegirl comes out of the program into the real world.
She does with the son. She does. And this time we get someone else that comes out. So I'm looking forward to this a lot. Tron Ares is out this summer. We haven't seen shit, and I like it that way. I
really enjoyed the second one. I thought the second one was like really I mean, the Uncanny Valley with Jeff Bridges was kind of awkward, but like it kind of fit with like the theme of it being like a computer world. But one thing a lot of people slept on was Tron. What was it called? Animated series.
Oh, Tron Uprising.
Yeah, that was really good.
Oh, that was so good. So Lou and I literally talked about this a couple years ago.
I don't think I watched it.
If you haven't watched the cast, it was on Disney.
Really
it was on Disney XD, and it was so funny. The problem with the thing about Tron Uprising is that it suffered the same fate as Star Wars Clone Wars, is that Disney said it was too intense for kids, so they pulled it. It got really people started dying. And the thing about Tron Uprising, it had like an A-list cast. It had Elijah Wood, Mandy Moore, the late and great Lance Reddick was in it. Lance Henderson is in it. Jeff Bridges shows up for like 2 or 3 episodes. Bruce Blockseitner's in it. Then you have guest stars from the main chick from Law and Order. I forgot her name. She's in it. Olivia Wilde shows up in again.
She's up in there.
Yeah, there's actually a bunch of other stars that show up in the show, and I was super surprised. Like almost every episode had like a major heavyweight star that would guest starred in the episode in the series. It was super crazy.
I think Does Pee Herman show up in there? Because he's in Tron Legacy, right?
No,
Doesn't he play,
so you remember the actor? Was it Pee Wee or the?
or was it
There was
Data?
some.
I can't remember somebody who would.
No, it wasn't Brent Spiner. It was somebody else. But you're along those lines. Like, there's a lot of like big like stars that show up in this fucking shit, and I was super surprised because people die in Tron. Like they call it D-res, but they're dead. They get off pretty quickly. Like a lot of people get shot up and shit. So it's like fucking hey.
At the end of next year, we're getting some heavy
Yeah,
hitters.
wait. Pee Wee
Mhm.
Herman is in it. Pee Wee Herman is in Tron Uprising.
Uprising.
Damn,
Yep.
he
I don't
passed.
remember what was his character. I don't even remember. John Glover's in there from Smallville. I don't know
Damn.
if you mentioned him.
So,
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
yeah,
Who was Pee Wee?
Wicked for Good comes out, which is Wicked Part 2, which is, if y'all
Mhm.
haven't watched Wicked, I mean, I know it's a fucking musical, but it's really good. It's really good. So I was surprised.
I tried
Zootopia 2.
listening.
Go ahead.
I tried listening to because right now, if you have Amazon Prime, I'm not sure if it's Prime or audiobooks that give it to you for free, but you can get the book.
Mhm.
And oh man, it's hard for me to listen to it. I'm not sure if maybe because usually I listen to my audiobooks and stuff while I'm driving, so maybe I'm not like focusing enough on the book to understand like what's going on, but like it's just not capturing my attention.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, the movie is
And
is great.
I like the play. I love the performance. Like it was really well done. But for the movie though, I don't see myself watching it, unfortunately.
Yeah, like especially like the culmination in the end is like it's really good.
Well, I mainly don't like what the black girl did for some fan who like redid like the poster for the movie. Like she got all pissy about it. She was calling this fan like racist for like, because what the fan did, they edited the live action movie poster to look like the Broadway play poster, and the black lady got mad at that, saying that it was like racist and how she's like being discriminated against. And it was like literally a fan just photoshopping the picture to look more like the Broadway play poster. And that just, I don't know, that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way when she did that. And I don't even think she apologized about it.
I still like the movie. All right. Also, the last two big ones for next year is going to be Zootopia 2 and Avatar: Fire and Ash. So
yep.
Yeah.
Well, there's going to be some other big ones. So I did not know this. I thought these movies were done, but there's a Now You See Me 3 coming out like in May or whatever. I thought they stopped these movies, but there was a second one. The second one had a bigger cast, and apparently the third one's coming in even more people. So I was like, what the fuck?
That's a magician one, right?
It's the magician show, yeah. But they're thieves. They do like heists and shit. So it's like Ocean's 11, but with magic, I guess. Also, they're restarting Final Destination this year, and the late great Tony Todd reprises his role in this film. So that's out this year. They were talking about it. I wasn't sure if this is going to happen, but Megan 2.0 is out this year also. And also, even though it got review bombed or like everyone said it was shit, it made a shit ton of money. And the part 2 is out this year, and that's Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's out this year too. So we're going to see a lot of shit.
There's a movie coming out like in a couple of weeks called Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, which looks like it's, I mean, obviously it's going to be a horror movie, but this looks interesting as fuck. Like I might go check this out.
I can wait. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of movies out, a lot of sequels, I think, this year. So
yeah. Captain Hook is played by a woman. Wow, this looks crazy.
Oh, we're gonna get Invincible again this year, so that's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
and I think The Boys, the one with where they're in college.
Oh,
what is it called? Yeah, Gen V. I'm pretty sure it's coming back. Because that one ended awesome. So that was a great show. That was last year.
It's unfortunate though, because one of the stars he died. He died in a motorcycle accident on his way to set. His way to film, he crashed his motorcycle on his way to Canada. That was some shit right there. And I guess they plan on honoring his life in the upcoming season. So it'll be definitely interesting to see how they pull that off. I want to see. I mean, the show is good, but I want to see how they honor one of their, the castmates that passed, because he was really good. He was a pivotal character in the season. So I want to see how they pitch that.
It was a black guy, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he was the son,
Yeah.
and he was the son of one of the former seven. So he had a huge like role, like especially as the season ramped up. So I want to
Yeah.
see what happens with that, what they're gonna do.
I never got a chance to finish it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I just barely finished season 2 of Invincible, which was really good. And I'm
Okay. I haven't seen season 2 of Invisible, but I saw the mini movie, the one with that girl in pink. The fuck her name was.
Adam Eve.
Yeah, I saw
I
her
watched that
movie.
one too.
So that
Yeah,
was cool.
I watched her thing too. That was pretty cool. Seeing her
That was very cool.
upcoming.
Yeah, but there's a shit ton of movies coming out that I'm kind of excited for. I'm really excited for Tron, and I want to see Brave New World to see where MCU is going, and we're gonna get Thunderbolts in the summer, so we're getting Superman back. We should be excited to go to movies this year. I
We're
am.
kind of taking a wheel a little bit. I mean, we got a new trailer for the next Spider-Man TV series that's going to be on Disney Plus. It's called Spider-Man, Your Neighborhood. No, it's called Your Neighborhood Friendly Spider-Man, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
What's your guys' thoughts on the trailer?
I'm in. I'm in.
I loved it.
Like, yeah, it's by the same people that made Into the Spider-Verse. Some of the same people, anyway. I know that there's again some controversy that they finally made Norman Osborn black, but he's always been black as far as I'm concerned. God damn it! Yeah,
with waves.
ain't
with
no
waves.
ain't no white dude having waves in his hair.
Yeah, he had full on waves. The only thing that's missing is do rag.
Yeah.
If he showed up episode 1 with the do rag, I would be floored. But he is voiced by the guy who's doing really good right now, Coleman Domingo. Is that his name?
Okay,
The guy
yeah,
who's
yeah.
in the guy who's in the Netflix movie is doing really well. He's actually really good. I watched him in what is it? Fear the Walking Dead, because he's awesome in that show. And Coleman Domingo. I know a lot of people, as Kronos alluded to, there is discourse and some controversy because one, Coleman Domingo is gay, but however, this man is very intimidating. I don't know what he's intimidating just by the way he speaks, and he speaks very eloquently, but he's still kind of scary. And then the new Harry Osborn, people are freaking out because they're confused because people think he might be trans or he might be transitioning or some shit. He also has waves, but he has like a afro bun.
This is how confused people are in 2025 now. Is that a dude with long hair could be trans? You never know. These people didn't exist before this. It's like even if the person was like, which I kind of doubt, but even if it was, like, doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, I heard people complain, like saying that Harry was going to be a girl in this series.
Sound like a dude. So
I gotta go back and watch it again because I wasn't really paying attention because one of the things that was really good was the music. Like,
yeah,
there's like one part where like a beat was playing. I was like, yo, this is straight fire. Like I was on board.
And the action was pretty dope too. Like when he kicked the brick out of the guy's hand and went flying, and then he got it with the web and then hit him in the head. I thought that was pretty dope.
It's funny. I paused it. The scene where Spider-Man takes the guy's phone and starts like talking to because these guys are live streaming them attacking people, and then like Spider-Man shows up, and then at the end Spider-Man has the guy's phone, and if you read the comments, the stuff that people I can't remember what they were saying, but the stuff they were saying was pretty funny. But I just liked how they kind of tied that into like a new generation of Spider-Man. Like they added some of the modern technology or whatever. But I know that some people are complaining about the animation style of the series, which it kind of has like a comic book feel, like the way that kind of like Into the Spider-Verse did.
This is like,
wait, I'm sorry. Did you just say
an
animated show based off a comic book has a comic book feel? Did you just say?
Well, no, people are complaining about the animation, saying that it doesn't look good. It looks like some kind of like, I don't know, like some web series style animation.
It looks like a comic book, like an older school comic book. I mean, like this is humanity. It's what I said. They're one of the 76 million.
Or Stitches in Hair, but I'm gonna say it for him. Into the Sun. There you go. There you go.
That's what I'm gonna call them from now. Just the 76 million.
The 76ers.
Yeah,
it's a 3D cell shading animation, and it says it's paying homage to the early art styles of the Amazing Spider-Man comic books. So these people need to
imagine that.
Fuck other feels.
Imagine that.
I know, right? What do you know?
Fucking moron.
I know there's also a lot of people complaining. It's on now. It was, I guess, all the episodes are streaming, but the What If series on Disney Plus. So
I
the
haven't watched them
Marvel's
yet.
What If series, a lot of
gotta
people are
watch that,
freaking
yeah.
out. I guess they're all out now. So I haven't seen any yet, but I'm probably gonna watch a few tonight. But yeah, a lot of people complaining that the just kind of the content, I guess, or like the woke agenda and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, what are you all really complaining about? Like, are you complaining that it's woke, or are you complaining that it's not good? Which one is it? I don't know.
It's woke and
Some
not
people
good.
imply that, yeah, some people say that woke implies that it's not good. Well, that's not necessarily true, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's woke. Like, just because it's a bunch of females does not mean that it's actually woke. You guys are just scared on just some dumb shit. Dumb shit.
But I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
it. It drops. When did it drop? January 29th on Disney Plus.
All right.
Oh shit, that's real close.
Yeah.
Real close. Really quick, gaming. There's some. This is gonna be a huge year in fucking gaming.
Yeah.
Actually, before we even get into it, I think I mentioned this y'all before we went on air a couple weeks ago. I might have done it on air, but I vow to finish GTA 5
Still can't believe I beat
before
that game.
GTA 6 release. I've never played the campaign. I played multiplayer because
Yeah.
multiplayer literally has its own campaign and
Yeah.
its own DLCs like almost fucking monthly. So I'm gonna actually play the campaign, and I need to play it like soon because when Monster Hunter Wild drops, I'm gonna be all over that. So I have like 2 months to beat GTA 5, the campaign, which I plan on doing really quickly. So even though GTA 6 will be out probably around Christmas time, I still need to beat the game because there's going to be this year will be packed with all kinds of fucking games. So
Borderlands 4 is coming out too, which is like,
yes,
yeah, I'm a huge Borderlands fan. So
right on. We're gonna see some shit. Also, another game I need to finish. Death Stranding 2. That's out this year.
yeah,
So that's gonna be another huge game. We're gonna see, like I said, Monster Hunter Wilds. We're gonna see. I guess we're getting a new Gears this December. Gears E-Day, which should be out this year. We're supposed to get a new Fable. We're supposed to get the game that everybody's freaking out about, the one that has Tati Gabrielle as the main one, the main feature. Everyone's saying this looks fucking woke and DEI and all this other shit before it's even out.
yeah. We're also getting Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is going to be another problem because a brown person exists.
Yeah, that's already been controversy. So
And then
I'm
Avowed is coming out. It's by Obsidian Entertainment, so that should be hopefully it has the potential to be as
It does.
good as shit. I totally blanked on the name of this game. Skyrim.
Is he? Oh, yeah,
Potential.
okay, sure.
It might not,
Okay.
might meet up the potential, but it has potential.
I know.
no-
So this is a Xbox exclusive, but I don't have that much faith in it. One, because I feel like there's been a lot of fantasy games, and I think only like maybe 2 have been really good at it. So I'm not that enthused at it, but I am hopeful for Fable because I'm not a huge Fable fan, but I played 2 of them, and they're really good.
Okay.
So we'll see.
A game that's kind of low key. I have my eye on. It's called Fragpunk. It looks kind of fun. It's an FPS and like kind of like a card,
yep.
random card
Mhm.
thing. Let's see. I know it's Adam Falls one. Yeah, we already talked about GTA 6.
Mhm.
4, Death Stranding 2, Doom. The Dark Ages is going to drop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
forgot about that.
that's
Yeah.
going to be dope. I mean, they got a fucking
Crazy.
a chain shield. Like, who the fuck does
Yeah.
that?
Oh, you fought a dragon. You
Yeah.
have a dragon. You have a dragon. Like, come on. That's
Uh,
fucking crazy.
Dune Awakening, which is kind of like an online game. It looks pretty good.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ghost of Yotai comes out, which is the Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima sequel, but also it's got a woman in it, so could be woke. I don't know.
Already.
You 76ers,
Already.
calm down. Elden
I'm
Elden
sorry.
Ring Night
I
Rain.
gotta cut you. So I'm using your vernacular. You call them the 76ers. I'm calling them the blue checkmark people.
The blue check.
check mark
I'll call them the
Yeah, 'cause
76ers because
you
that
know-
tells me the
Yeah.
the amount.
'Cause you were right. Like
Yeah.
when you basically said the blue checkmark people always have some shit. They always say
Yeah.
DEI and welcome all that. I was
It's
like
them.
thinking to myself, that's not true. And I fucking look, and every single fucking comment and time, it's always the blue checkmark people that always say some bullshit ass statistic that they have no reference to, and they keep saying some bullshit. And all these people that also blue checkmarks back them up every time. I'm like, what the fuck? What the
Yeah,
fuck's this?
that's
So yeah,
those
blue
are those
checkmark
people. Yeah, they're not like
Mhm.
us. Anyway, Elden Ring Night Rain is gonna come out. Even though I'm not a
Oh, that's right.
Soulsborne fan.
Mhm.
33 Immortals. I don't. Oh, that's like that online thing. You guys probably won't play that one. It's a roguelike game, but it's called 33 Immortals, which looks like it has potential to be fun. Arc Raiders. You already talked about that. Oh, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. Supposed to come out this
Oh
year.
yeah, the Captain America / Black Panther game
Yeah.
by Amy Hennig, with Amy Hennig back to writing. Even though she wrote part of Forspoken, I guess she didn't write it from the jump. She came in to fix some people's writing. So
Are we
this one is all her.
Are we getting Black Panther 3 this year, or is that next year?
No, I think that's next year.
2026.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
with possibly Denzel Washington in it. So that's
Denzel, yeah.
another. Yeah,
They haven't even
for
started
another
filming
time.
that yet.
No,
So,
yeah, not.
and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond supposed to drop this
That's
year,
right. I'm getting that 100%.
which is amazing. There's a new Pokemon for all you people. Pokemon ZA is coming out. It's gonna be a new skate game.
Oh wait, what?
A new skate game. Yeah.
Okay.
South of Midnight looks pretty good.
That does look fucking really good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
The Altars looks really good too. That's the one where basically you have to kind of clone yourself a bunch of times to like make your way around like this world. It's very interesting looking. And then,
go ahead. My bad.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33 looks visually amazing. It's an RPG.
Yeah, that's a sequel, is it not?
I don't think it is. I think it's a new game.
Oh, I could have sworn that's a sequel to another Claire game, but the one I was looking at is this a little bit I saw with Adamfall. This looks interesting.
Yeah.
This is weird because it's on the previous console as well, so that's gonna be interesting how they pull that shit off.
That means that might be kind of shitty. Mafia Old Country is going to drop, and Judas, which is another big one. There's no TBA though.
Wait, did you guys mention Death Stranding 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, Death Stranding 2. Actually, the subtitle is On the Beach, whatever the fuck that means. But I do.
We all know like
what
happens on the beach in the game.
Yeah, fuck that.
Weird.
Yeah, gonna get raped by an octopus ink monster or something.
This one, I forgot about this one. There's a trailer I think I brought up, or someone brought up a couple weeks ago, but it is FBC Firebreak. This is the multiplayer contingent of the Control game, since it's within the Alan Wake universe, is in both of them. So apparently, is the 3-player like multiplayer game in the world of Control and Alan Wake. It looks very weird. It's kind of weird because it looks like you're playing the Division 2 as the what's the fire group that they have? The Cleaners. They look like the Cleaners from Division 2, but you're playing against like unnatural fucking weird supernatural shit. But it looks fucking fun and it looks fucking crazy. So that's out this year. I'm looking forward to that shit. I can't wait.
Outer Worlds 2, which the first one was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's another Obsidian Entertainment game. Marathon, which was announced kind of a little while ago. It's a comeback from a very popular Mac game. Yeah, it's a Bungie game.
Okay, yeah.
We got Terminator Survivors, Deadlock, which is a Valve team multiplayer shooter, which that could be interesting. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, so they're gonna basically remake of Snake Eater. I think those are the major ones. So yeah, it's gonna be a potentially a good year for gaming.
The other ones, I guess this was not a sleeper, but this was a indie hit with Subnautica. So Subnautica 2 is out this year. Early access, I guess later on this year, but this has a following. I never played it, but it had like a bunch of fucking awards and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't fucking know, but it could be weird. Like I said, Gears of War E-Day is supposedly it has a TVA, but it's scheduled for I guess Christmas time of this year. So we shall see.
Oh, one of the games I've been playing for a while that's going to drop this year is Hades 2. The full game should release this year. I've put in probably close to 140, 150 hours in this game, and it's in early access.
Dang.
So it's basically, it feels like a fucking finished game. They're just missing some parts. But yeah, it was game of the first one was game of the year when it came out. So this one is better than that.
Yeah, yep. Oh, for those of you who play Sniper Elite, 'cause I do not. There's like a shit ton of these entries.
Those are fun.
Sniper Elite Resistance is out the end of this month, January 30th. So,
It's cool because when you snipe somebody, like you get to see like what happens with the bullet, like where it hits them and brain matter, and you can shoot them in the nuts too. It's kind of funny. But you watch your balls explode.
Couldn't you do that in Fallout 3?
This one is like it's more because it like zooms in, like does like an X-ray thing of like the person's body.
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
it's a neat little effect.
When Fallout 3 did the same thing.
No, that's VATS. It's different. It's funny.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot. Yes, so TN Comedy in the chat also brought up because I didn't see this until the VGAs were Turok is back. So apparently, Turok is coming out this year. Apparently, there was a trailer for it at the Video Game Awards, and I guess it should be out sometime this year. So I'm looking forward to it. I really liked Turok when it came out. So
we haven't had in a while, which is usually like a tech demo for like every single generation, is a Crisis game. Like what happened to Crisis?
Oh yeah, it stopped at part 3 and never came back. Yeah. And I think they moved on to like a bunch of other stuff. So we might see Crisis. Ooh, I forgot the one game that it was having some restructuring. And I've been kind of keeping my eye on it, but it's another entry, or I guess they're getting rebooted into a different type of game. But Perfect Dark is supposed to return this year.
That's right. Yeah.
So there was like a little 10-minute like demo early on this year where you're fighting like against like a weather terrorist or eco terrorists, what they call them. So that should be interesting to see because I really fucking like Perfect Dark. I really like those a lot. Perfect Dark Zero wasn't that great, but it was still fun to play. But the original Perfect Dark was amazing. Oh, amazing. So I'm looking forward to it going back to. I'm looking forward for it to going to a new kind of like era, bringing it back to, I guess, the gadgets and shit, and like it does have some futuristic tech, at least in the demo that I saw. So it should be very cool. I'm very, 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 very interested in seeing that shit.
Well, all right. I think that's it. We're about 2.5 hours in, I think. Oh, 2 hours in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, I jumped back. I was doing a little research with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and I rewatched the trailer, and like, yeah, I don't know what fucking people thinking that Harry is going to be his trans or whatever. He just fucking kid with his hair back in a man bun, basically, but he's got like braids or whatever. But what's the name is actually in the actor who plays the Daredevil. He's gonna be in the show.
Charlie Cox?
Yeah. He's actually gonna be in the show. It reprising his role as Daredevil, as well as the guy who plays Wilson Fisk
fucking Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the show too, which is pretty cool. But one funny thing is, is it the girl who does the voice of from Rick and Morty for the daughter is the voice?
Summer's voice.
Summer.
Yeah, she's the voice of Mary Jane.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I can't. Before we sign off, apparently, it's already been in the works for like a while, and apparently it's supposed to also release this year, and that's fucking Hogwarts Legacy 2. It's been rumored to come out the fall of this year, and holy shit, if it's anything like the first one and better, you're looking at the game of the year.
Okay,
out the gate.
Scratch that about Rick and Morty. She plays the voice of Jessica, which is Morty's.
That's Morty's crush. Yeah, it's Morty's crush. Either way, that's also good.
Hogwarts Legacy 2. I mean, the first one was so fucking good. It was so good. The only thing that sucked about it though is like once you beat the game, there was like literally nothing to do. Nothing to do.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of and the only thing you can really do is like if you miss some side quests, it's like you can finish them, but they're kind of lackluster when they're not wrapped in the main game. They're kind of like whatever.
Yeah, and then once you
Also, it needed multiplayer if you wanted to keep the longevity of the game.
yeah, or like I don't know, respawning enemies like after you beat the game and like beat like all the side quests and stuff, there's like no enemies around anymore, like none. And it's like
No
so
Death Eaters to hunt down, or
no.
So yeah, you actually never go to Azkaban in that, and the map is fucking huge. I'm hoping that this year we see new areas, including Azkaban and a couple other spots, and like maybe go into the Chamber of Secrets or some shit. Who knows? It should be very cool.
I like how people posted up videos of like scenes from the movie, like how long, like things they don't show you in the movie that they show you in the game, like where Harry Potter goes from like where the owls are, like where they're like they receive the letters and stuff from the owls down to get
Oops.
to get back to his room, and it's like a fucking journey, but they don't show that in the movie, but it's like a good like 20-minute walk to get between the two locations.
So it is, but you can fast travel. So
yeah, I mean you can fast travel, but like in reality, like him walking from the birdhouse down to the
in the game, you have to go to the top of the fucking tower. You have to go to one of the fucking classes, then go all the way the fuck up to the tower, and then access the way in. And then, because there's like a mission, we have to go to your owl, and then come all the way the fuck back down. Like it took a minute.
Yeah.
Like, God dang.
Yeah, it's a fun game though. It didn't get Game of the Year because there was a bunch of other games that came out that were better.
Yeah,
I think it was the same year that like it was
the same
Zelda
year,
Breath of the Wild.
Zelda,
no,
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah,
it was like Jedi Survivor, and what did win Game of the Year that year? Oh, Elden Ring. Pretty sure Elden Ring won that year.
Yeah, so it did last for a good reason. Anywho, I hate people say that. I'm just saying. Anyway,
wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Oh, I guess I would have to do the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Ninja, what you got? What you got going on?
So I'm going to Vegas on Saturday. So I'm going to meet up with some friends. We're gonna eat, hang out. We're supposed to go to maybe one of the Raider games, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah, the first weekend of
Stay away from Trump Tower.
Yeah, I'm not going there. I'm going to the Death Star, as they call it. So yeah, I'll be in Vegas Saturday. I'll be there. Like, I'm not going Friday because I didn't plan it right, but I need to make a little bit more money in case I lose money. So yeah, I'll be working just before I go to Vegas, and I'll be there, hang out with the boys, and just hang out and come back and probably veg for the first real week of 2025.
One quick thing about Vegas, that they just passed a new law that you cannot stop walking on the pedestrian bridges. If you stop, you can get fined like $500, something like that. So when you're on the pedestrian bridge, don't stop. You got to keep walking.
I only stop for escalators. So that's the only time you stop, because most escalators fucking fail, and you have to like either wait or like walk down or walk around, because there is an elevator, but there's a line for that shit. So we'll see. And it's still winter, so it's gonna be cold at night in that fucking bitch. So.
There's a bunch of really crazy laws that were enacted that started this year. One of the weird ones in California is like you have to park a certain distance from a crosswalk now. It's like 120 feet or something like that. Yeah. Or is it 20 feet? I think it's like...
Yeah, it's just 20 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting.
That's still weird. Yeah, that's still weird.
Well, it's not... It's to stop people from getting hit by cars.
Yeah.
I get it. But like, kind of weird.
The thing is that, usually they'll paint the curb red to let you know, like, hey, you can't park there. But, a lot of places haven't, I guess, adapted it yet. So... You basically have to take out a tape measure and make sure you're not 20 feet away.
I don't know about where y'all live, but the crosswalks that are residential where I live, they have the like cones to separate where people are, so you can't park there at all. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, there's certain cities that have the money to get you there, but like here, like where I live, you don't see that.
Really?
Like, literally, there was a U-Haul truck around the corner. I was like parked right at the stop sign, and like it was a pain because you had to like go around it because it's already like blocking up half the street. You have to like kind of go around it, and you can't see like cars coming or even people.
Yeah. Where I live, it's been like 4 years, but they literally changed, especially by schools. They changed all the crosswalks where you cannot park. There's cones that are separate that push cars back, so you can't park, but you're literally like maybe 10 feet back from the crosswalk, but still, you still can't park at all by there.
Yeah, it's just so you can see them, so you don't hit them.
Yeah, so that's it for me. Vegas this weekend. I started Squid Games. I'm probably gonna finish it by Friday. Um, Skeleton Crew has been really good. I'm gonna watch the latest episode aired like New Year's Eve, so I'm gonna watch it tonight too. So, but that's it for me.
All right, Blue, what you got?
I've been catching up on my anime. I watch all of I mean it's not anime, but technically it is. But I watch all of Invincible. I watch Adam Eve. I'm one season behind on Demon Slayer. Like I just finished the season with the sex district basically. I can't remember what it was called, but it's a sex district. Some shit goes down. But I'm going into the new story arc. So I'm catching up on that. There's actually a new, I want to say it's like an American anime slash. I don't know what to call it. It's really good though so far. I'm 2 episodes in. It's called Invincible Fight Girl, and it's about this little black girl.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to be a wrestler, but her family's like are accountants, which is like really weird, and she ends up getting into a fight or whatever. But they take pages from anime. Like as you're watching this, it's almost like it's like Steven Universe meets Dragon Balls / Hunter x Hunter / Naruto. Like they're taking pieces from all these different animes and throwing it into this show, and it's kind of working so far. It's really fun.
It's on Cartoon Network, right?
No, it's on HBO Max or Max
okay.
or whatever it's called. Yeah. So it also kind of has the same animation style as Harley Quinn. Like it's that style of animation, but it does the whole Japanese style where like when they're fighting, like, the person gets punched and they go flying, and like it's really good. I think it's worth checking out. I'm also catching up on Superman and Lois because I think that season just ended. I'm wrapping up on the 3rd season. I think I still got the 4th season to catch up on. Other than that, I think that's about it. Excited about the new year. Things are coming, so we'll just have to wait and see how they all played out.
All right, and for me, 2025. I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of weird because I'm gonna have like my last therapy session on next Tuesday. So yeah, that's gonna be weird. But I went through a whole lot of personal growth. I'll put it that way. So stuff's working out. Trying to find my person this year. Hopefully I do. Yeah, I'm out there, ladies. Come find me. Yeah, it'll be a journey. I'm trying to have more fun this year. I think I said it before. Like I'm trying to find some goddamn peace. So I'm not gonna let somebody else fuck in my peace for the rest of my goddamn life. So yeah, I wish you all the best in 2025. Stay in contact with your friends and all that stuff because you never know with these 76 million people that elected this jackass. Like there's already some craziness. I've already seen like the most disrespectful people, just like especially the black women. Like I've noticed online, like people, a lot of white dudes been like fucking out of pocket yelling at black women. It's like, yo, first of all, just like stop. Second of all, why don't you do it to a black dude? You know why? So let's stop all that bullshit. And if you see somebody that maybe needs some help them. Don't just let it slide where you see somebody just getting yelled at for no fucking reason. Like intervene, call the cops, do something. Don't just let it slide. Yeah, that's all I got. Happy 2025. Old Ninja, take us out of here.
I'm gonna say it. I said it at the beginning. I'm gonna say it again. Trying to say it live in 2025. You just experienced Black and Black Times Infinity. The Deadkiss podcast on the internet. Check us out with Bees and BTI. That's BTHAN BTI anywhere and everywhere you listen to your podcast. You can email us at beesandbti@gmail.com. We have a Discord server, so let us know if you want to join. Just email us and let us know you want to be a part of it. Check out our official website, bandhappyproductions.com/BTI, and most social networks we're on. Just look for us with BTI or Black and Black Times Infinity. Okay.
I'm sobering it.
Man at last has succeeded in penetrating further and further into the unknown vastness of space. yet many questions remain unanswered.